Airports. They're built for movement, people rushing in and out, chasing time, chasing dreams. Every gate, another destination, another story. But what if someone entered an airport and never left? Not for a layover, not for a delayed flight. I'm talking about someone who stayed there for years. In 1988, a man walked into Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, and he didn't walk out for 18 years. Not 18 days, not 18 months, 18 years. Can you even imagine that? 18 birthdays, 18 winters, 18 years of travelers passing you by while you sit in the same seat day after day. He wasn't a tourist, he wasn't an employee, and no, he wasn't crazy. He was stuck between borders, between governments, between systems that failed to figure out what to do with him. His name was Mehran Karimi Nasseri. But most people didn't know that. To the staff, to the travelers. He was just the man in the terminal. Some people thought he was strange. Others didn't even notice him. But for almost 2 decades, that terminal, that was his whole world. Imagine living inside an airport, sleeping on benches, shaving in public restrooms, eating leftover food from food court trays, watching flights leave, while you're going absolutely nowhere, every single day. He had a cart full of papers, folders, notes, a tiny mirror, a notebook he scribbled in every day. That was his life. Meanwhile, the departure board kept changing. New cities, new people, new adventures. But for him, nothing ever changed. And the world, it kept moving on. This isn't fiction. This isn't a Netflix drama. This is real. This happened. Governments got involved, lawyers, airlines, even the United Nations. Still, he stayed. Some say it was a bureaucratic nightmare. Some say it was trauma. Some say maybe he forgot how to be free. But maybe, just maybe, there was something else. What happens when your country doesn't want you? When your passport is gone? When no place will take you in? What happens to a man when the world tells him you don't belong anywhere? How does it feel to sit in the middle of thousands of people every day, all of them going somewhere, while you just sit there, invisible? He watched people hug their families goodbye, heard announcements for flights he'd never board, smelled fresh coffee every morning, but never got to go anywhere. It's easy to say, why didn't he just leave? Why didn't someone help him? But the truth, it's more complicated and way more heartbreaking. How did it all start? How did he end up here? To understand Mehran, we need to go back to the war, to the decisions, to the paper trail that erased his identity. This is more than a story about a man in an airport. It's about what happens when people fall between the cracks, when the system forgets that behind the paperwork, there's a human being. This is the story of the man who lived in an airport for 18 years.